Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Jesus and We. I hope you're all doing well. So I wanted to share something that really touched me. Trust me, I needed this verse and I thought it would encourage you as well. Before starting, I wanted to say something. I've always wondered why God had to tell Joshua, be strong and be courageous many times. We see in the Bible in Deuteronomy and Numbers and also in the book of Joshua that God is encouraging Joshua, Moses is encouraging Joshua, and God is telling Moses to encourage Joshua over and over again. And finally in Joshua chapter 1 verse 18, even the people started encouraging Joshua, saying, Joshua, we'll do whatever you want us to do, just be strong and courageous. I just wondered why this many times, but we don't see anywhere in the Bible Joshua expressing his fear or he being afraid. And I know that God doesn't say something unless it is very much needed. And then I started to read the book again. I started comparing Numbers, Deuteronomy and Joshua, and I started seeing, what am I missing here? Why is God saying these things? Who was Joshua? He looked up to Moses. For him it was always like, let Moses be on top, and I always want to be his assistant. He was so comfortable being Moses' assistant, being Moses' helper, being Moses' protector. He loved doing that job and he was so comfortable in that. But we see in Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, God is saying, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This verse keeps repeating over and over again in the book of Joshua, in the book of Deuteronomy as well. I think in chapter 31 verse 6 and 23, God and Moses alternately keep saying the same dialogue to Joshua, and I was just wondering why. There must have been some need for that verse. Why? And then God spoke to me and he told me, just imagine taking the shoes of Moses. If it was you and me, and after watching what Moses did, after watching what Moses went through and how the people treated Moses, and sometimes people almost stoned Moses, sometimes they disrespected him, they didn't listen to him. And Joshua, who always was comfortable being a helper and assistant to Moses, who thought that this is where this is my place, I don't have to go on top of Mount Sinai, and I'm happy sending my master there and staying here. Joshua, who had all these thoughts, suddenly being elected in the place of Moses, he must have been thinking of so many things, so many thoughts on his mind, like, will the people listen to me? Can I do the same things as my master did? And I just understood that Joshua was feeling inferior. He felt inadequate. He felt so unworthy of doing the task that his master, that he thought that only his master could do. Our God is a God who actually sees our deepest thoughts. He knows what we are afraid of. He knows what our complexes are. He knows what our inadequacies are. He knows everything about us. He wanted Joshua to know that the God of Moses, that he's been watching since his youth, can also be the God of Joshua. He wanted him to know that it's not about what kind of a vessel you are, it's not about how inadequate you are or unworthy you are, but it's about me. It's about how I can help you. It's about how I will be with you wherever you go. It's not about the vessel, but it's about me in the vessel. And today, if you are someone who's feeling inferior, who's feeling inadequate, who feels like, I cannot pull it off, I think I'm comfortable being a helper, I'm comfortable being in this level in my ministry or in my life. If you're a person who's afraid to go to a different area or, take up a different responsibility, I'm telling you right now, surrender yourself, because Joshua did that. We see in Numbers 27 verse 22, Moses takes Joshua in front of the priest Eleazar, goes and stands in front of Eleazar, and they anoint him and they commission him. And but God knew what he was thinking. God knew what was in his heart, and he saw his confusion, and he saw how inferior he felt, and he said, Joshua, be strong and courageous. In the same chapter, we see God saying that, because he must have gone there, he must have closed his eyes and stood there, and he must have thought, God, how am I going to do this? I am a helper. I am just a servant to Moses. I have always seen my master doing everything. I love being a person who helps my master. I don't think if I can take up that place. He must have gone through all those things. But Joshua was a man of very few words. But God knew what he was thinking, and he told Moses, go encourage Joshua. And so did Moses. It's just so beautiful because we can relate so much to this character. There are many people out there who are not able to express their feelings, who feel so inadequate, who feel like, I cannot be an influencer like that, I cannot be a person who talks like that, this is, I'm not a people's person, I don't know how to talk, or many other things. We compare ourselves with people on YouTube, we compare ourselves with our friends, we compare ourselves with our brothers and sisters. He always thought to himself, will I be able to do this, will I be able to accomplish this? But God kept reassuring him, and he was with him till the end. And this is what God wants to tell you too. He's commanding you to be strong and courageous. It's just not only a statement, but he's commanding you, because my friend, it's not about you, it's not about what you can do, it's not about what you can't do, it's about God in you. Colossians chapter 1 verse 27 says that Christ in me, the hope of glory. God knew what was in Joshua. God knew that he had the spirit of leadership, and God knows what is in you. Do you know what is in you? Christ is in you, and he is the hope of glory. You don't need any gift in you, you don't need any talent in you. You have the giver of it all in you, and that giver of it all can help you finish your journey. Time for us to go and stand in his presence with all the imperfections that we have, because he doesn't need an excellent spirit like Caleb to be a leader. He needed someone like Joshua to be a leader. He needs someone like you to be a leader and to do his work. I hope this word encouraged you all just as it did to me. This is me, Shalina, and I will meet you all in my next video. Bye.